come up against?
I guess one would be we're doing a lot of 10-minute readings of the show, and so I would be there as an audience member, helping to hopefully parlay like people's excitement about what they just saw Liz doing. And I know it's not always like immediately obvious that I'm like part of an African show, but like I'm the assistant director and the producer, so and Liz sometimes feels awkward talking about herself, so I'm happy to step in and be like,
Writer awkward talking about herself. Yes.
yeah, you know, be like, you know, it's so much easier to talk about other people and it's
So
awesome
you
there.
have seen an excerpt?
Yeah,
Oh, very similar.
similar, yeah.
So this is great, because this is your swing vote audience. These are the people that should be interested because they arrived in some way. Let's switch places
Okay.
just to be different. Okay. Where are we? Where did we just see it?
We were just at an open mic. Anyone can perform 10 minutes of anything situation.
Do you want to know me or do you want to not know me?
All these variables before. I guess more challenging to me would be if I didn't know you, so I guess I'll put that
Okay,
on my face here then.
So I'm like sitting and I've been watching this open mic, and Liz just performed and I seemed interested.
Okay.
Was she?
Oh, that's Liz Femi. You just saw her 10-minute
Oh,
thing.
Liz?
Liz.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
interesting.
On stage she's Lizzie, but her, you know, real name is Liz. Do you know anyone here in the cast or?
No, somebody heard about it from somewhere, I don't know, and so they kind of dragged me, but I really liked their show.
Oh, cool. Well, I hope I can not drag you maybe to see more of Liz's material. We're putting it up at the Fringe in June. We have 6 dates, and it's you saw 10 minutes of what's like an hour and 10-minute comedy.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna stop for a second.
Uh-huh.
Again, just take a breather.
And I'm like, ah.
Take a breather. This is the perfect time to talk to somebody. Instead of segueing with, oh, maybe I can convince you to come to another, be like, oh, well, if you like that 10 minutes, it's actually part of a much larger
Sure.
show.
Yeah.
Two things. Since you don't know each other, introduce yourself
Yeah.
Yeah.
and sit down. Grab the chair over there. You know,
Yes.
can I sit?
Yeah.
Just to make it more comfortable, because sitting and having someone stand over you is a little.
It feels awkward too.
Why are you
Yeah, but I-
just sit?
I-
Relax. You're freaking me out.
I would eventually also try to be like this, just so it wasn't like that. Like I would try to, but yeah, and exactly, because like I don't know why this random person is talking to me. Be like, oh, I'm producing it, you know, the larger, blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah. So breathe. Don't worry. The worst that can happen is you walk away.
Yeah. And then
Or someone's like, okay, I'm going now. I'm gonna tweet about this.
I'm gonna pretend I have a phone.
Yeah, but I know it's fine. You don't even have to pretend you have a phone call anymore because it's like, I'm on Facebook. I'm on. No, but just please don't worry about it. The worst that can happen is they say no, and you're not asking them to do anything right now except listen.
Okay.
And connect what they just saw and what they seem to like with why you like it, with your passion.
Okay.
So know whatever that segment is in your head. I don't know what it is because I haven't seen it. The character has. The
Yeah.
character of me has. And use whatever it was that I seem to really enjoy to lure me in to wanting to see the rest of it.
Okay.
Just clue off me. Totally just take your clues off me. And you know, somebody was telling me yesterday that he pitched to like a huge, you know, one of the big executives at a network or something, and it was so frustrating because the guy was like, okay, great. Tell me 2 of your pitches and I'll probably choose one. and he was like, it's so frustrating, you can't tell. I'm like, honestly, I have been in auditions where, you know, I have a scratch and people think they're horrible because I'm scratching myself during their audition because I'm itchy. So it could be that he needs to hear it. It could be that he just doesn't want you to feel like you're doing something bad because of the way he's reacting. Right? I think that's probably more of it, that he's had way too many people falter and stop their pitch and stumble because they thought that he wasn't interested. I'm gonna be way more interested depending on how excited you are about it. And and especially in these situations, it's not about my immediate reaction, because you don't know if I have to pee, you don't know if I just got dumped by my boyfriend, like you have no idea. So just talk to me just in the moment, and what did I seem to relate to on stage that you like, that you're passionate about with Liz and the show. And don't ask me for something, just make me ask. Don't ask me to come to see the show.
Okay.
Just get me excited about it. And that will come.
Okay.
Okay, so we just saw a bunch of open mics, and I'm like, is that Lynn?
Oh, it's Liz, actually. Hey, I'm Sarah. I'm the producer of Liz's show, the one you just saw on stage.
Oh, Liz.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh,
Liz
hi.
Femi, yeah.
Nice.
The show is called Take Me to the Poorhouse.
This is really fun.
Yeah, it is. It's very, I feel awkward standing. Do you mind if I sit down next to you?
No.
Yeah, it's a really fun, like, you know, kid story for adults, and you saw, like, her sense of humor is really offbeat and quirky, and
Yeah.
so it's actually part of a larger show. You saw 10 minutes of a 100-minute, my math was off, 70-minute show. So what, do you go out to see theater a lot, or?
If somebody like asks me about it or something like that, but so that's a longer piece.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. What else is it about?
Well, you saw the bit about her, the whole thing is about her craving the love of that boy that she introduced in the first thing. So we follow her, her wishing to be poor so that she can get married to him when they in third grade.
Right, that's what we saw, right?
Yeah, yeah. And so it follows her riches to rags sort of reverse fairy tale through, you know, sort of it puts a normal fairy tale on its head, like wanting to become the princess. She is the princess and wants to become the pauper to win his love.
Does that work?
You'll see. We explore that, how effective that is. But yeah, if I had my fictional bag of flyers, I would offer you one
Cool.
with just more info. We have our
Nice.
Facebook page.
Are you on Twitter?
We are, yeah, at To the Poorhouse.
Nice. Okay.
Follow us from our show info if you're interested in seeing more. We're always updating it with things.
Cool.
And yeah, hope to see you around. Or I feel like at that point, like,
It is.
you
And
know?
that exactly.
Otherwise, it's like, oh.
Exactly. And yeah, and all I would say, and mostly it's because I know the story. And I could hear a response when you got to the story.
Yeah.
The reverse rags to riches. So I just saw that she wanted that guy, and again, this is hypothetical, so, but I just saw that part that just introduces the character and what she wants. So I would have, in your position, I might have skipped to that guy that she wants at 8 years old, it's quite the reversal of fairy tale, or, you know, reverse happy ending, or you said it better, actually. But, so give me a tease of what is there. But you caught on to, yeah, okay, she just saw that, was interested in this story, just give me the tease of what else I can see. And in closing, the close. Find out my name.
Uh-huh.
Give me a way to directly reach you if I have questions.
Okay. Me personally? Okay.
And
You're like,
you as
oh, you
like
put
the
my name
producer.
on the back or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very few people are going to email, who haven't heard about it or whatever, are going to email like info@the poorhouse.
Yeah.
I get tons of people that I don't even know are like coming to the show, to shows or something, that are texting me like, what's the best way to get there? Not that you need to give your cell phone number out, but be available. Make sure people know that, that this work is something that they would like because they liked this excerpt.
Mm-hmm.
And always have a way for them to reach you. Be like, oh, well, again, I'm the producer, here's my email, if you have any questions or you want more info. How do you like to get your info about
That's
events?
a good one. Yeah. Do you like to be on Twitter or
Yeah.
versus Facebook or?
Because I know I find out about music shows that my friends are doing via text.
Mm.
And that's like how a lot of bands get their word out.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like much more involved now, but you know, I would prefer that during Fringe you tweet me because that's where I am on Fringe, you know, so find out, make sure that they feel like they can ask you any questions they want.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm not a regular theater goer, it would be difficult to get me to go see a show.
Yeah.
And it would be difficult to get me to go to Fringe. This is Theater Row. It's not really the prettiest part of town. So make sure that if I'm interested, but I'm like, I don't know, I mean, what's it like? Am I gonna be like bombarded by, you know, drunks or whatever? You never know what might stop somebody from coming. If it's just parking, you can be like, oh, they have all day parking for $9 over here, or this street is usually really good. But make sure that there's an open communication.
Okay.
So also so that it's not just that you're giving them the postcard and hopefully they'll come to the show. It's, which most people do, it's, let's start a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's start a conversation. There are so many people that, I mean, my job before and after the shows, as marketing director for this theater, is to talk to people and find out how they came, find out why they wanted to come, and find out all of this information about them that will help me nurture them and make the next experience more inviting.
Mm.
So that's sort of my main, like,
Mhm.
make it an open channel. Because what we were saying earlier about like pitching and salesy, the difference of like marketing versus PR or outreach for me is marketing is we're so inundated that everybody, as opposed to before where it used to be like either more subliminal or, you know, to get to your cartoons, to get to your shows on TV, you had to sit through commercials, blah, 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 blah. Now it's not the case. There are some commercials we have to sit through, but people want to have conversations and want to feel invited, involved, and appreciated.
And also the one-on-one kind of thing that we talked about, I think is really
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, if you felt like it needed to close, just be like, just give them more information, more ways to find information. That sort of, the email, you put the link at the bottom, you don't copy and paste the whole press release.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you saying, hey, here's my info if you ever have a question or whatever, is just like putting a link for more information at the bottom of an email. It's
Mhm.
my choice to do it or not, but I know how to find more information. Yeah.
Does everyone know all the different things to do around Fringe? Has everyone done Fringe before? There's
Because they cover so much of it, I skimmed
Okay.
over it in like marketing strategy and stuff, but do you have a couple of?
Oh no, just quickly that there's a hangout space with food trucks and a bar, and there's music and there's stuff to do before and that's completely free. So it's a great place to, even though this place like just jumping off, this place
Yeah.
isn't the most attractive neighborhood in the county. It's right on the other side of that wall. There's a bar, there's food trucks, and it's a nice place to just hang out. So it is a fun environment, and you're not standing on the corner waiting for a show to start.
And it's tricky too, because people, during festivals usually will have the badges that say artist or participant, press or whatever. And I was usually embarrassed sometimes, so would put like press in my coat or, under my shirt, because I'm like, I just wanna go.
And you swarmed.
Yeah.
People. Yeah.
But then there are times that I'm like, nope, I'm open. I'm here, open, just don't overstay your welcome, but go with your instincts, and nobody is gonna be insulted if you're like, I really just wanted to say hi to you, and because I saw you were so interested, please, let me know any other questions. I'm gonna go talk to Liz or something else, You weren't there specifically to talk to her in her mind.
Yeah.
So, cutting loose but being really friendly is completely legitimate.
I like that. Just sort of check in. Like, hey, it looks like you were enjoying it. Here's the thing. If you want more info, on to the next thing.
Yeah,
It's not like,
exactly. Exactly, yeah.
okay.
When it gets closer to the Fringe, something I found last year is getting that log line or the one sheet or the 2 sentences. Since the show I was directing was performing in here, I would run next door a half hour before our show started saying, what are you doing in the next hour? Here, boom. Brief 2 sentences, right now, I'll give, if you go to the box office right now, I'll give you half off. If you're interested in this kind of da-da-da-da.
And it's also, and that's such a great thing for festivals,
Yeah.
because you are like, hey, if I don't have to swig my beer, I'm gonna go and watch your show.
Bring your beer, just don't get caught with it outside with the cops.
Yeah.
But,
This was more when there was a tent and you watched.
right.
I'll provide paper bags for people to.
Hey, with your show information on the bag. There you go.
That's a good
Just
idea. That's a good idea. And with that really quickly, and then I want to get to Greg. I don't want to say don't be afraid. I want to say take the leap, take the jump, and be totally different. If paper bags, with your sticker or something is the way to get attention, it's fun, it might not work for half the people here, it might work for half of them, so try to figure out, mostly based on your own experience as an audience member and being approached, like what attracts you, what doesn't. And one other thing too with Anastasia is like, you don't want to alienate somebody because of the subject matter, but will they like your show?
I think everyone will love my show.
And so if you think you might alienate them if you tell them,
Right.
oh yeah, this 1940s person gives you step-by-step instructions on masturbating.
Yeah, I usually say with a sexy twist. So when they go to the website, they can decipher from themselves whether or not they want to see my show.
But if you think that it might turn them off, start with the sexy twist,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Masturbating with a sexy twist.
I know.
Wait.
Well, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Hi, people watching at home. Okay. Get your